So this is what I'm thinking. We just keep this simple, and we'll do like there's like kind of a bunch of colors here. We'll get low, we'll get the slider, and we'll just like do a nice sliding shot. We will do that like multiple times in different picture profiles and look at the difference, and then I'll show you the picture profile setup that I use. That'll be good. Oh, maybe we should do a shot of the flowers too. Jeez. Okay. Hey guys, so checking your shots is important. And what do I mean? I mean, okay, you've got your camera set up, you've got your stuff set up, you've got your set set up, you've got everything. And then, you know, do a quick shot and then stop it and like watch it over and make sure everything seems right and feels right. I mean, you're gonna take all this time dialing your settings in. You might as well take a minute to do a test shot and make sure that it looks good. Exposure, your composition, and your focus. You know, on the Z6, we have this awesome, incredible autofocus for video now. And one of the awesome features that it comes with is this face and eye detection feature. And you know, if you don't have that turned on, well, it's not going to focus on your face. It's not. And you might have to reshoot, you know, you might have to reshoot everything. So check your shots, guys. All right, let's get on with the video. Okay, got that going. Let's double check this is gonna keep, yeah, it's good. The shot, okay. All right, let's do this, guys. We're on the Z6 II. We got the 50 f1.8s. We're looking at the bookshelf here. And we're just gonna move side to side in different color picture profiles. Right after this little segment, I am going to show you just what my settings are, but it's super simple, and also how to set it. Okay, so I decided to go with the sport stabilization because, you know, I'm going to do the best I can to get nice smooth pans here, and then we'll just do some side-by-sides, and I feel like sport is just as good or better than like no stabilization as I'm rolling here on the slider, left to right. Okay, so first profile. This is the custom flat profile that I have set up. We're in 1/50th for shutter speed in 4K 24 with aperture f1.8 and ISO is set to 800. So now I'm going to go in and quickly change from flat, and we're going to go all the way to the start here to auto. Wait, is it really called auto? Is that what it? Yeah, auto. All right. And here we go. So same settings, not changing any of the exposure settings, trying to be as smooth as I can as I go here. And we're just going to look at the difference that we see here. This is way punchy, very saturated. It's not ugly, but it might be over the top for some folks. And one thing I noticed in that shot was that I've got the zebras, the overexposure zebras. Oops, I keep pushing the wrong button there. To tell me if I'm overexposed a little bit. And in the auto, I definitely had some overexposure. Same here for the standard. So this is the standard picture profile. And a little bit of overexposed zebras there in the shot. And the camera will only show you those zebras, by the way, if you're in autofocus. So I was thinking I didn't want to shoot in autofocus, but I really want to see those zebras, so that was the standard picture profile. Let's go to the neutral picture profile. Okay, so this is neutral, a lot more to my liking. I could see using this a lot if I wasn't willing to do any kind of editing in post. It's flatter, but not dead. There's a little bit of contrast, a little bit of saturation. So we're going to go to the vivid profile. All right, here we go in vivid. And again, getting a lot of overexposure zebras. It's not that it's ugly, but it's very saturated, high contrast. I can't really tell on sharpness just looking at the LCD screen. I mean, it looks sharp, but I don't know what the setting is. Okay, and then let's go into portrait. So this is portrait mode, and I actually like the portrait picture profile. It's very usable in my opinion. Don't have any of overexposure in this profile. Okay, last one is this is the landscape picture profile. Again, really punchy. Maybe one of the most saturated shots, most contrasted. Look at how the shadows are like super dark. And again, we're not changing any of our camera settings throughout these tests. Okay, so let's go ahead and do one more subject, and then we will show you the settings, and then, yeah, see what you think. Okay, so I know what you guys are thinking, like, Phil, this is like way overexposed. Yeah, you're right. Like, but my subject are these flowers, and you know what? I like this. I like this exposure. So this is my custom flat profile. Gonna try to also think about being smooth here, Philip, while I'm talking to the camera. And then we're gonna go back actually as well. I use this profile a lot because if I want to do anything in post, I can. There's a lot of times that I don't do anything in post. Okay, so here we go in the auto. Picture profile. And it's pretty. It is pretty. It's definitely punchy. Like everything is way more saturated. and I would say like a good amount of contrast going on. Let's go into the standard. Here we go with the standard picture profile. Looking good, looking smooth, looking buttery. I am shooting in the Kelvin white balance mode set to 5000. Okay, let's switch the color profile to neutral. All right, neutral is a place that I could live happily with the Nikon Z6 colors. Not too punchy, not too contrasty. If I wanted to, I could probably do a little bit of post work on this. But, you know, again, one of the things too is like I've sort of raised myself in this industry to get my exposure the way that I want it, like in the final edit. Like I haven't trained myself to think in post-production. I think like, okay, I don't want to have to edit this in post. Okay, let's go to vivid. Every now and then the focus there misses just a little bit. But during these little panning shots, it seems to be doing great. Tracking right in between those like white flowers. This profile is way punchy. I don't think I would ever use vivid. This is the portrait profile. And I could get used to portrait profile. I mean, again, like I do the best I can to like set my white balance and get my exposure in a place that I could do things in post, but I really don't want to have to. Like this is the landscape, and it is way punchy. It's very contrasted, really saturated, which is fine. But I like that in my flat profile, I have the choice to up that, to get this look without having to shoot it in post, or without having to shoot it. Because most of the time, I don't want a punchier shot. Okay, and again, we're seeing these zebras here because I'm shooting in autofocus. But if I switch to manual, I lose my zebras. Oh, thanks Nikon for being so perfectly weird. Thank you so much. All right, let's show you my settings. All right, got the Ninja hooked up to the camera. So, let's do it just real quick. Why not? I'm gonna hit record here. Okay, recording. So, in the movie shooting menu, I'm going to set picture control. I'm gonna hit over on the right, on the back of the camera, a little circle thing. And I'm in flat, and the way that you can tell that this is customized is because it's got this little asterisk above the L. And in order to mess around with that, you can hit adjust, and then get out of this quick sharp. You're gonna be, by default at the top, it's gonna be in quick sharp. So, and then you can just go through all of these different settings to mess with your picture profile. And I am 0.5 in added sharpening, and I am -1 in contrast. And how you can get your micro adjustments is by scrolling your front like selection wheel, and then yeah, let's go down to contrast. You can also hit the zoom button or use the touchscreen to toggle between auto and manual mode. And so I just like it around 1. So that's where I keep that, -1, -1 I mean. And that's it. Like, I don't touch any of these other settings inside of the flat picture control. And that's it, guys. That's what that looks like. Here we go. Hey guys, just real quick, thanks so much for watching the video. Please consider liking and subscribing because this YouTube channel has become just another awesome location to help us all solve our creative problems. And it's been amazing to see that happen. You guys are entirely behind it all. I'm going to look for other ways that you might be able to support me in the future, creating more videos. But for now, I just wanted to say thanks so much for commenting down below, asking more questions, answering people's questions if you get time, because it really goes a long way. I don't know if you guys have ever been stuck and you get super frustrated and you like reach out to a community and nobody answers your question. But I've seen multiple people chime in on multiple different questions, and I know how that feels when somebody takes the time to be like, hey, no, like all you need to do is hit this button and then go here, it's right in this menu. It's like, oh, thanks so much. So thanks for being a part of that. I think we're gonna do an autofocus video real soon. This video really kind of broke me a little bit, so we'll talk about it maybe next time. I don't know. Until then, thanks. Just love, everybody.